So it's real late in the planting season. It's mid-May. Now's not really the time to be starting a lot of plants here in Southern California. Hey, hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the Compound Zoo. Welcome to your new. I am Becca. My toe is getting eaten by Amina. This is Mina. All right, baby. No, don't jump in the water bucket. Don't jump in the bucket. So if you're like me, you're most likely really impatient, or you've had a lot of your plants die off, and the dying off of your crops kind of affects like your food progress for the year. And I am sorry about the shadow. It's just where I'm sitting. So I wanted to show you guys how to get bang for your buck if you are buying plant starters from your local nursery. We're gonna look at corn. Everybody knows that corn, when you get it from the nursery, looks like this, nice beautiful stalks. It's in this 6 pot. Usually, if you look here, it looks like there's only 1 stalk per pot, but if you look closely, there's actually multiple. So I paid, I wanna say $4 for this set of 6, and it's like $3 for a pack of like 50 seeds. So really, buying seeds is honestly more bang for your buck, but if you're like me and impatient or running out of time, it's better just to buy starters. But if you're buying starters, look for the starters that have multiple sprouts in it. So these are my corn. Let me show you my pumpkin. So this is my pumpkin start. This is the Spooktacular pumpkin variety, again, that I picked up from my local nursery. This, if you look, has 3 separate vines in here, and this can transplant into 3 separate plants. So I paid about $3 or $4 for this. So I paid about $1 per plant instead of $3 to $4 for 1 plant. If you're gonna buy starts, buy them that way. Buy them to where when you look in the pot, they have multiple little sprouts through them. Now you're probably thinking, well, if we just pull them out of the pot and just plant it there, there's not enough growing space in that teeny tiny little cup for multiple sprouts, because you know each sprout has a different space that it needs to grow and be healthy and thrive and actually produce fruit without taking from other plants around it or it just not thriving. So I'm going to show you guys how we are going to break up these little bundles of multiple sprouts in 1 pack. So I kind of already did it with this set of corn. I'm just leaving them while I space everything out to kind of dry the roots out, because I don't want them to get root rot, because what we're going to do is actually soak the roots a lot. So when you pull sprouts out of a container that has multiple sproutlings, this is what you're gonna see. Generally, you'll see something like this with just 1 sprout, but when you have 2, there's not a whole lot of grow room in there. So we pull out our little sprout pot. It looks like this. That is a normal healthy root system. This is what you want to see. You don't want to see them when they're this close together. The corn will never ever grow. So I'm going to show you guys how to give it a bath and break everything up and still keep the roots intact. So we're going to start with taking the hose and just running it over the root system and knocking out all of the loose dirt. You can also gently swish in a bucket of water if you need to, but remember, we are not pulling on the root system. We are not trying to yank anything apart. We're just trying to knock the loose dirt. All right, so there we go. This was actually a lot easier than that set, but this is what a healthy root system looks like. I didn't do any tearing. I didn't do any pulling. It's almost like detangling hair. So because the roots are subject now to root rot due to being soaked in water, I'm going to let them air dry while I get the rest of these bad boys unbundled. So here's one where the root system is a little more complicated than the other ones that we've done, because this has 3 stalks in it. So it's going to be the exact same process, but yeah, this one is just completely entangled. All right, so I got that first tray done. There were 13 stalks of corn in that 1 6-pack. So I basically doubled, oh my God, y'all, I am so sorry. So I basically doubled my crop harvest with just the purchase of 1 6-pack. And like I told you earlier, I'm really impatient, didn't feel like waiting, so I did it this way. All right, so now that I got all of my corn all separated out of that 1 flat, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the Dr. Earth Root Zone Starter Fertilizer on top of them and mixing out the soil as I get it planted. This is going to help the roots get established a little more because I did just really stress them out, pulling them out of their pot and then brushing all the water off of them and then basically pulling them apart. So we're gonna do this as a little bit of added insurance to kind of give a little, you know, extra strength to them. All right, y'all, so the corn is all planted and I ended up planting my little pot of pumpkins that I showed you guys earlier. I ended up with 25 sweet white corns and 22 sweet yellow corns. I had only paid for 4 of these, 2 yellows and 2 whites. I didn't realize that there were multiple corn stalks in each little cup. So make sure if you guys are wanting to buy the starters from your local nursery, double check and see if there are any extra like sprouts popping up. Like I said, I got 25 healthy, thick, nice rooted corn stalks of my whites or yellows, and then 22 nice, healthy, beautiful rooted of my whites, and I only paid like $8 for that much corn. So it was $8 per 2, so it was like $4 a piece, maybe $3, I don't know. I think they were like $4. But I am excited. Now I will caveat this with, just like with any transplant or even with seed, it doesn't mean that it's actually going to prosper. So if you guys want to see what this looks like in the coming weeks, be sure. Spoiler alert, so I'm not going to be able to show you guys what this particular part looks like because gophers ended up attacking it. Check the video that I'm linking right here in the cards to see exactly what happened. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at TheCompoundZoo. I will update you guys on just how this ends up going. I really hope that most of these or all of them actually prosper because we've already lost like 24 stalks of corn to I don't know what. Oh, whoever's supposed to putting up a trail cam to see what exactly is getting to our corn. Because this gate is locked. Can't get in here unless you're coming up from here. But the goats are always in their house. The chickens are locked in a run and they're in a house at night. So it's not like they can get into here at night. And I'm not entirely sure what's going on. So we're going to set up trail cams because something is also getting into our plants in the fenced in gazebo. So we're going to find out what it is. But yeah, look at just how beautiful. I'm so excited. So again, be sure to follow me on Instagram at TheCompoundZoo. And if you guys like this kind of content and you want to see exactly how this goes, if you found it helpful, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And see y'all next time. Bye, guys.